Weeks ago, Rich and I got the opportunity to go to the Final Fantasy media tour, and I kind of wanted to tell the story of pretty much what all happened there, what we got to see, and everything like that, and just kind of go through the experience. First thing is that they were, of course, very understanding with me because, like, obviously, I'm pretty much the worst person to try to have a. If you want to try to talk to me on a regular basis, it's extremely hard because I just randomly stop responding to people's messages all the time because I'm just completely disorganized, right? And they were able to put up with that, which honestly is impressive, and so shout out to them.
Oh, real quick posture check. Hold on, I'm sorry. Posture check. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here it comes. Ready? Ready? I don't know if you're ready. All right, I think you're ready. Here it comes. Oh! Woo! Damn! Woo! All right, we're good. We're good. Back to it. Back to it.
Just for even being able to put up with my bullshit. Then obviously we were able to.
Hold on, dude. Sorry. Let me move the chat away from his face. Let's put it down here. Be a little more to the center.
Able to play Endwalker.
Nasty.
And,
come on.
We got a chance to log on. I don't know how this happened, but my character that they gave me for Endwalker is a female Lalafell. I think Rich put him up to it, to be honest. I think they did. I think they were like, you know, like let's go ahead and make things a bit more fun for Asmon. And then we pretty much were able to do a lot of just different random stuff. We could explore a couple of the different zones.
Wait,
I went to Charlian. That was the zone.
Are you for real? It was Stahl's account? Bro! Oh my god, that's great. That's so good.
That I think I spawned in at. And the first thing that I did was
Lazy, thank you for the follow.
you know, like in the cinematic where
little pink
she's holding that bucket, it's like this, and it's pouring out all the water. The first thing I wanted to do is go and see, like, where's this water coming from? How's this happening, right? Like, what is this? And that's the first thing I did. And I went over there, I couldn't really get a good visual on it. I was like, okay, I guess I'll probably actually have to play the game here. We got together in a group, and we did one of the dungeons. And the dungeon, the thing with me is it's very hard for me to tell.
Ooh, wait, that must have been really hard for him because he's only like, what level is he? What level is he in game? He's probably not that high, right? So like, this must have been really weird for him playing a completely different job, essentially. 63? Oh my god, dude. Completely different job. Does he even have blood spiller at that level? Maybe a little over 70? 67 or 66. Okay, so he's mid 60s. Okay, he's mid 60s. Damn. That must have been really strange. Oh, I mean, so long as it was fun.
Tell and give.
Is that a fucking taser, bro?
It's very hard for me to tell and give a good idea of like what the dungeons in Endwalker are compared to the dungeons in like Shadowbringers because I haven't really done a lot of them. But I would say, at least for the dungeons compared to the ones that I've done personally, these dungeons are much more mechanically invested, and I think also they have a degree of mechanics that are, what's the word for it, dynamic. It's not like it does the exact same thing every single time. Like, for example, there's one boss where it spawns a bunch of illusions, and you have to go to the illusion that is like not doing an emote, basically. And
let me see that again.
Go to the illusion that
oh my god, they're all doing a bunch of different emotes. Okay, so this one's doing the Thavnarian dance. This one's doing one of the Power Ranger emotes. Yeah, this is spoilery as fuck, but like I don't know about y'all, but I'll forget this. I'll forget this. Oh, another Power Ranger right there.
Not doing an emote, basically. And if you don't do that, all the other illusions in the room blow up, and of course, like, it's the only place where you don't
know, bro. Thanks for the tier 1, man. Thank you.
Near the one that doesn't do anything. Emotes. That was pretty interesting. And also, like, they have the trust system in Final Fantasy, which I actually did for the first time on this beta, and I didn't even know what this was. But I've actually been using the trust system for years because I've done dungeons in WoW, and it's been full of bots. So it wasn't really anything new to me, and it's just kind of like having, instead of one hunter pet, you have 3. We had like the people from Square Enix there with us, just hanging out, right? Just watching us play the game, and we were just talking about the game and different stuff. Like, they were talking about like what they like to do in the game and how they got into it, etc. Right? It was like actually a pretty.
Wait, so like, did they fly them out to like a one building, or was it like a remote thing? Like from their homes. It was a Zoom call? Okay, okay. Oh, so they were all on call watching them. Okay, it was a Zoom call. All right, that makes more sense. Or a Discord. Oh, a Discord server. Okay. He used Parsec. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, because when he said that they were watching them play, I wasn't sure if it was in person or not. That's okay. Well, thankfully, because COVID, you know.
Just normal conversation.
Oh, what's up,
then
bro?
That happened. We did the dungeon, and I tried to kill because I didn't really know what the fuck was going on, right? And
Parsec
so I
is
tried
fire.
to kill. There was like a bunch of elephants, and I just started killing elephants just to get a feel for the game.
Wait, you're right, dude. Bob, you're right, dude. You're telling me you don't remember the 3 million Discord notifications on everyone's videos? Dude, you're so right. Oh my god, that makes a whole lot of sense now, dude. Yeah, dude. Larry's videos, like, dude, his short 2-minute videos were just riddled with little Discord notifications and pings. It was so much. Oh my lord, dude. It fucked you up? I feel you, bro.
Just, like, this sounds ridiculous, right? But I was just literally running around killing elephants. And finally I see, like, this other thing. It's, like, kind of looks like an elephant, but it's not as big. And it's like, oh, I'm going to kill this thing, too. I hit it, like, 2 times. The health bar doesn't fucking move. And then on top of that, it hits me once. I go down 20% health. I'm like, fuck. And I try running away from it or doing something for it, and nothing does anything. And I just got fucking destroyed. And I tried to get the other people in my party to
oh, it's a fly swatter, bro. It's a fly taser. What the fuck, little bitch ass.
4 of us, and it was meant for like 20-30 people, and we got it to 40%.
What the fuck? I've never seen that.
I was happy. Whenever I was playing the game,
oh, Steve, you're in here?
I felt like Endwalker. It felt to me,
dude. Oh my god, yo, the other dudes at the other dudes at the media tour with them were probably like, oh my god, dude, I'm playing with Asmon. Imagine, bro, they were probably fanning hard.
That the responsiveness of the game and like the animations were a lot cleaner and they were more responsive. So like, you know, like the delay that you would have whenever you hit a button and then the thing happens? That delay was a lot smaller whenever I was playing Endwalker. And I don't know if it was because of the computer I was playing on.
Nice.
I don't know what it was, right? I have no idea what it was. But one way or another, it was definitely a much more responsive game, and I noticed it immediately whenever I started playing. After that, I went in and I just kind of flew around in like the areas to see what's going on.
What the fuck?
Just kind of what's in store.
Oh, dude, I need that shit,
I think
bro.
the areas looked great. I mean, it definitely
triple kill.
Yeah, the most recent expansion I've done so far is like the very beginning of Stormblood, right, where I just first load in. And
we have hella mods over here, so I need something
pretty big improvement in terms of graphics and quality compared to that. And so whenever I get the Shadowbringers, I'll kind of see what the improvement from there is. But this one's kind of like a big deal. This expansion is like kind of the end, apparently, of the whole, you know, Zodiark and Hydaelyn thing. And
I hate bugs.
I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen, really. I think I have an idea of what's going to happen, but I think I'll finish Shadowbringers and then make my prediction. But it's not that they did say that, like, they emphasized this a million times, right? Is that it's not the end of the game, because a lot of people, it's like, okay, you're ending the big saga that's been going on for like 8 years here, and also on top of that, it's called Endwalker. Like, is the game ending, right? A lot of people are wondering this. It's not. Of course, they're not going to stop making the game because it's just massively successful and a lot of people play it. It makes a lot of money. So they're not going to stop making the game.
Dude, thanks again for the hype train. Thank you. Yo, Minty, thank you for the follow.
It's like in WoW, where like after we killed the Lich King, it was a paradigm shift, right? Because like for a lot of people, the Lich King was like the last loose end from Warcraft 3. So I think Endwalker could kind of be you know, a Fall of the Lich King type thing, where it's like this is the end of the story as we know it, and then after that, it's time to start a new adventure.
I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm really excited to see where it goes, dude. Because Zodiark has been going on for so fucking long. Jesus, like it's about time. I mean, it's been a hell of a ride. From what I do know, you know, what little I do know, but it's been going on for 8 years. It's 8 fucking years, dude.
After that, I went in and I did the dungeon again.
Excited and worried? I'm not worried, bro. I'm sure they're gonna drop some heat. I'm sure.
And I used the trust system. and I played with I think it was like Alphino, Alice, and Estinian, right? And it was easier. It was easier than whenever I did with Rich. And like I know, like Rich, like I told him this, and he was like, "Oh, it's because you knew the mechanics." I'm like, "True, but still." But yeah, I'm telling you guys, like, one thing that I really like about playing with bots is they never complain.
Bro, my bad to pause it again, but how often have those two played together? Like in the very beginning of his playthrough of the game, I thought, like, I think he mentioned it, like, I thought it was a joke where he was like, "Nah, bro, I'm not playing with Rich for a while, dude. He's bad." And I was like, "Ah, yeah, it's probably, they're bros. It's probably just like friendly banter." But like watching his videos, bro, they have not really played. They haven't played, like, at all. Oh my gosh.
About me going funny. Too fast. They never complain.
They'll play
about
eventually, I'm sure. Rich is really bad.
Waiting for mana. I never get kicked out. Nobody.
Hey, but he cleared ultimate. Carry or not, he did the mechanics. He did most of the mechanics. I mean, he was playing machinist, but I mean, you know, he still did something.
Never messaged me at the end of the run, asking me to follow them on Instagram, and it's a guy. There's no problems. There's no strings attached. I just get to play the game, and then I leave. It's amazing. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was actually very well designed, and I think also one thing with the trust system is that the same boss that had like the different images that would spawn.
Oh, Ari. Okay, that makes sense.
Avoid all of them except one. So the trust system.
That's a really good point, actually. Apparently they like not streaming at the same time, so people can watch one and then the other. That's pretty good. So I'm assuming Asmon streams first and then Rich, right? Okay. It's because like I feel like Rich and Asmon go hand in hand. They're like bros. They're like brothers. So I think that's cool. I think that's a really cool setup they got going on. I dig that. I dig that a lot. Like you watch Asmon for like the really like hype, like just the build up and his progression through the story. I mean, Rich's is similar, but Rich's is more like goofy, right? Like it's more goofy than anything. So like they're similar, but also very different, and I like that.
I asked Square Enix about this, the people that were there with us.
Rich just wants to host.
I was like,
I like his bio.
Like, is it programmed for the bots to like just occasionally do something stupid, right? To make it more like a player, basically. And they were like, yeah, kind of, but not really. And what they have in that boss is the trust NPCs just sit there waiting for you to do something. So they don't do anything until you do it. So if you fuck it up, everybody fucks it up. And I think that's so cool to me. I like that. It's a really good way of...
They're simulating failing mechanics. That's good. That's dope. I actually have never leveled trust. I haven't used trust even once. I don't know how trust works. I've always just done duty finder. Like even if it takes long as a DPS at times, I still just wait it. I don't know. I like the experience with players more than AI, and I feel like most would probably agree. But how is trust currently? Is it good? It's too boring. I agree. Like I like the experience with other players. We fail together. Exactly. Like if I get a group that's shitty, whatever, bro. We learn together. Fuck it. It's all good. All good. I maxed my squadrons and trust. I did max squadrons, but it was for the emotes. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'd do without my teabag. Like I'm sorry. I need that shit. You like the story flavor? Oh, true, actually. Wait, so there's flavor with the NPCs? Bro, you're not allowed to say trust again until you use trust. Fair enough. Trust DPS suck. I do it for lore stuff. Other than that, I do duty finder. Wait, but I heard the heals are good. Like the heals are very responsive. Graha casts Hollowed Ground if you pull more. Wait, what? Wait, Graha uses Hollowed Ground if you pull more than one mob at a time? Bro. He's playing safe, bro. He's playing safe. Oh, shit.
Way of learning things. I'm trying to think about everything else.
Trust don't use it. They don't use AoEs?
For a little bit. I didn't really even...
Okay, but to be fair, if they don't use AoEs, what the fuck is different from Duty Finder, right? They don't use AoEs in Duty Finder either. Yo, dude. Oh my... Yo. The AI is just like the real people.
Figure out all the rotations and everything. Got, like keybinds and everything. But I do plan on getting Dragoon up to 80. That way I can just immediately play it whenever it comes out. Reaper, and I don't have to worry about it at all. So anyway, we went to talk to the Square Enix, the team, basically about...
Wait, Alice eats every LB as soon as it's ready? Dude, that reminds me of tanks, of like Sprout tanks I've got in Mental Roulette. The moment that shit pops, tank OB, and it's just dog. Dog. Listen, I know you're new, but please, like think about this reasonably, bro. Like, what are you mitigating? What in the world are you mitigating? Oh my gosh.
We got to interview
mitigation god.
Right?
Yes, they actually tank OB. I swear.
Interview him. I was
and it's often.
Like, I was.
They're protecting us, bro. I was really
surprised, and I was just.
It's
really
for morale.
Happy about that because, like, honestly, you know, we're kind of new to the community, right? I played Final Fantasy like probably 500 hours at this point, like probably more than that.
What a G.
I played it a lot, but you know, the fact that.
Okay, but how many of those hours were put into Chocobo racing? Real talk.
They'd be willing to do that for us. It was a privilege, and I was really happy about that. I was kind of taken aback that they'd be willing to do that.
That's true.
For
Some
us.
Sprouts may think it's personal. Personal.
Anyway, so they didn't ask us really to
300.
So like a number of times, and I'll put this into perspective because I know that it could sound bad, especially the way that I'm kind of framing it, but I don't really think it's fundamentally bad. Is that they didn't ask us for any interview questions ahead of time. So many times whenever, and this is I think something that's pretty common with like Warcraft, and I think there's other companies that do the same thing. Many game companies
thank you for
do
the follow,
same
man.
thing. They will ask you to give them the questions ahead of time, so they know this is a two-pronged thing.
Harmony,
right?
thank you for the follow.
Purpose. One purpose is obviously so that they're able to filter out any questions that could be that could make them look bad.
Fair enough. But so like back on the topic of Asmon doing a whole bunch of a whole mess of Steve, thank you for the host, man. But back on the topic of Asmon doing like a whole mess of Saucer and Palace of the Dead, I do not dislike that. Like a lot of people are probably like, bro, I mean, this may have been partly due to the fact that he made that stupid little bet or whatever. That was, I mean, it was a funny little gesture, but like with the way things happen, like I'm so glad he called that off. Like it's just the timing was not good, unfortunately. If things didn't play out the way they did, he may have been able to do that, but I'm glad he called it off because dude, shit's getting real right now for him. But back on topic, I'm glad that he's been trying other things, right? Rather than just zerging through the story, he's doing the trials, the extreme trials. He's doing the raids. He's trying the Saucer. He's trying Palace of the Dead. He wants that Necromancer title, dude. He pimped out his Chocobo. That thing's a fucking genetic machine. Like he's done a lot, dude. He has done a lot. Like more than some of us probably have, to be honest. You know? Like how many of you have cleared as many trials from back then? Like let's say this is mostly a question for like the newer players who started playing recently, who are caught up to like the current expansion. How many of you have done all the trials and raids that he has, right? Even at min item level, right? Like I feel like a few of us may have missed it, right? So I think it's really cool that he's doing that. I think it's really fucking cool. He stalls on his key more than Rich when he played, and Rich gets the meme. But people need to chill and let them play. Yeah, exactly. He should be able to play however he wants. You know, it's his experience, and I think people like are really quick to backseat, especially with how little time is left before the next expansion. I understand. I get that. But at the same time, it's his experience. Let him go at his own pace. And I think people are probably understand that, but there's probably a lot who just can't help but act ridiculous in his chat and like backseat and just say stupid shit and force him to do things that he really shouldn't be like giving a fuck about. But he's smart. But motherfucker's been streaming for long as fuck, and he has like a ridiculous audience. He like the thing is like he kind of scolds them at times. Like one time I saw something. I think he wanted to raid someone, and they were all like, yo, raid this person. And he was like, yo, listen, I already decided who I want to raid. I don't like that y'all keep on saying don't raid that person, raid this person. And it's just, I like that like he speaks out to these guys and he tells them like what he doesn't like that they're doing, you know, rather than just like letting them say and like beat his ass up and just say whatever the fuck they want. Like he actually like he opens up about it, and he's just like, yo, shut the fuck up when he needs to say that, you know. That's dope. That's dope.
Obviously, like, yo, why didn't you do this? And you know, they don't have a good answer for it because it's just something stupid to begin with. And so, like, yes, obviously it's so they can kind of, to a certain degree, craft a narrative, but it's also so they can make sure that the time that they invest in the interview is going to be optimized for both themselves and also the audience, which is what the interview is really for. So like, I understand why
dude, his interview was so good,
and people want to have the questions ahead of time, and I think that logically it makes sense, but there is something to be said, and I prefer personally an organic interview. I prefer an interview where I can just go in, ask them whatever I want to ask them, and they just, like, they didn't even really say like any guardrails. They were like, yeah, just talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know, that's pretty much about it. And we got to talk to Yoshi-P for a little bit over an hour, and the translator, like we asked, like, if you wrote down how many words like our questions were, like each question was like this big, and then like each answer that he gave us was like this big, right? So the fact that like she was able to...
He was asking big questions. Like I'm sure you guys remember, he was asking big questions, and I was just like, bro, this translator, man, like that poor girl, dude. But it's just, dude, I really liked his questions. They were really long and fleshed out, and then Yoshi's answers were even better. And then like Amy right in between, like just doing God's fucking work. Oh my god, dude, amazing. This media tour was phenomenal. I'm so glad, dude. We have Amy, dude. Like, blessed. Like, I'm pretty sure if she wasn't around, we'd probably have Koji on the job. But like, I'm glad that he's able to like chill and do what he needs to do, because I'm pretty sure he does like all the localization of the EN dialogue, right? So like he has his own job to do, and then he also like works with Soken. So like it's nice that they have a dedicated translator like as talented and skilled as Amy to do this shit. She is crazy, dude. She's crazy.
To translate all of that was really impressive, and as somebody who I'm not bilingual, I'm not multilingual, I only speak American here. So to me, I think that's impressive, just
not
fundamentally.
Actually,
now, the reason, like, I didn't ask a lot of like very game-specific questions like inside of Final Fantasy, because I feel like because I'm not a tenured player in the same way that somebody like I don't know, like Zepla, Xeno, Sifa, Mr. Happy, like any of these other guys that are making content about the game. These guys know the game a million times better than I do, and they'll be able to ask questions way...
Was he trying to say Sphere? Bruh.
Way better. So we were able to ask him a lot of questions about just like in general MMOs.
Oh my god, that's great. It's Sifa.
I think that it's really good, and it's refreshing to hear like developers, and this is one of the biggest takeaways I had from the interview, is that it was really refreshing to hear developers and game designers talking about other games that they play, and also having some of the same thoughts and frustrations that players do. Because I think like there's been a problem, and this is especially true, I feel like this has been especially true with like a lot of Western game development, and I'm not really sure if it's a Western game development exclusive problem. It could be happening more in other places too, like Eastern game development, etc., right, South American. But I know that for what I see a lot is there's been like a growing resentment between the players and the developers, where it's like Battle for Azeroth, I made the joke, right, is not between Horde and Alliance or Horde and Alliance versus N'Zoth. It's between the players and the developers. Like this is the worst type of interaction to have. It's almost like you ever go to like a stream and there's people that are constantly like, it's like they're at war constantly with their audience, and like they don't like their audience, but they're streaming because they feel like they have to or something like that.
I already know you're
and
referencing.
It's just one of the most uncomfortable things to ever experience, right? And like Quinn is not a good example, right? Because Quinn, it's just like memeing, it's jokes, everybody's there for fun. But I'm talking about serious vitriol, serious frustration, serious anger, right? Or disappointment, whatever you want to call it. So, like, I know I've been in that place before with, like, Classic WoW and Dark Souls, and it's just, like, it's such a bad place for content to be in. And I think that a lot of times with with a lot of game development nowadays, you almost have, like, the developers see themselves as, I think above is probably a word that I don't know if it's really that's strong, but I think that they see themselves as different.
Ooh, triple.
Where the developers think that they their understanding of the game and their development of the game.
I'm sorry.
Somehow, in that experience, somehow supersedes the experience of the player.
He's not missing it.
So, like for example, in Warcraft, whenever people said they didn't like Titan forging, and the developer said, "Well, it's okay because it'll even out in the long run, and everybody will be happy." Right? What you're really saying is that the way that you feel is wrong, and you're stupid for feeling that way. And big surprise, people don't like to hear that. This is something that's happened many times whenever you have developers that are trying to introduce some form of ideology into the game. We see this a lot now with Warcraft, but we've seen it with plenty of other things as well. And it's just, it's incredibly frustrating to see. And I think it's really nice to see someone like Yoshi-P talk about how he's playing other games, and then in the process of playing other games, talk about some of the frustrations that he's had, and those frustrations being basically the...
It's really good to know like how relatable like the director of your game actually is, you know? Like he's not a robot. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone like knows that he's more of a person than a robot, but like it's nice to hear it from his own words, you know? It's really nice.
Same thing that players are experiencing. And yeah, ego developers, right? And I think that like it's
I haven't seen his stream study, but I've seen his clips. They're really funny.
If you have a big ego for something,
guy's crazy.
You have to be doing it right. Like the moment that you do something and you have a big ego and it turns wrong, then everybody is there to shit on you. Yeah, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to deal with it or anything like that. So I think that's very common as well. Square Enix isn't like overprotective girlfriend. Yeah, well the thing is, like a lot of them are players and enjoyers of the game, and so
yo FaZe, thank you for the follow, buddy.
Because they're playing their own game a lot and they're enjoying it a lot, because those people
Taco Cabana
are doing that, there's going to be a lot of them that actually want to hear the feedback that someone like me is giving, because I'm also a player.
I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Shared interest. I'm going inside. I left my quesadilla out there. That is going to be a present for the raccoons. So anyway, what I wanted to say, and just to wrap everything up, whenever we have a developer or a person who is...
I don't know how I feel about his ceiling. I'd feel really claustrophobic if my ceiling were like that.
Their understanding of the player base, and they get...
Fresh, thanks for the 3, man. Welcome back. Can't stay up and watch lately due to my schedule on set, but caught you waking up today. I hope you're doing good. Thanks, man. Fresh. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the support.
The same problems that the player base has.
And don't worry about it, dude. Thank you.
I think that's the most important thing. Because one of the biggest issues is like sometimes developers don't play the game the way that players play the game. And in the process of not playing the games the way players play the game, guess what happens? A lot of those
thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Experience things that the developers don't, and vice versa. That's pretty much all I've got for today, guys. I just wanted to come in and talk about the stuff with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, for what it is, it's pretty nice.
Game's looking great, and I'm
when
really
it's
excited
not
for
loaded with trash.
I hope to be back.
He's a gamer, bro. It is what it is.
Soon. I'll see you guys
Polian, thank you for the follow.
I'll let you guys know whenever anything happens. Until next time, boys. Peace.
His energy is so much better now than it was just a week ago, man. I'm really happy to see that. I'm really happy to see that, dude. It was really sad seeing him so down for so long. Is that Easelich? Easelich? Either way, sorry if I mispronounced that, but thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, bro's a modest millionaire that lives in an attic. Yeah, dude, he's just... I think that's what a lot of people really like about him. He's very relatable, dude. For a streamer as fucking loaded as this man is, extremely relatable. And like some of us are probably like significantly broker than him. I mean, he's not broke, but like we have way less money than him, and some of us probably like have like way better like houses or just like a living environment. So like it's really humble to see that, dude. Like he doesn't need like a mansion or a fucking Ferrari to be happy, dude. He just needs he just wants his game, his stream, his friends, and his mother. You know? And all that fucking soda. Oh yeah, dude. Right on. And his Dr. Pepper. Yeah, his Dr. Pepper. His IRL environment is complicated. Yeah, I'm sure of it. It's probably really rough. But I mean, he's getting by. He's been getting by, and he probably will continue to get by. I think, like, just the way he has been. You love to see it. You really love to see it. You should know that room is just a studio. He lives in a Vegas penthouse on his off days, bro. All right, his car is more beat down than mine. Yeah, dude. Wait, have you guys seen the video where he goes to Taco Bell to try Baja Blast for the first time? And his car is like, it's like a 1990s car or some shit. Dude, it's such an old ass whip. It is so old. Yo, Hunter, thank you for the follow, buddy. He once talked about an old broken boiler which he wanted to fix by himself. Dude, oh my, he lives so humbly, dude. It's nice. It's so nice. He's human. A Mustang. Yeah, it's a Mustang, but like it's a nice car, but like from back in the day. The 2000s Mustang. 90s is old now. Yeah, dude. It's been 30 years since then. You know?